but we'll have to wait for it to warm up a bit, so. You've got one.
Yeah, and then you can just use the shutter like that.
Right. Here you can see the laser beams going around these optics here. And because we're doing animated holograms, which isn't the only kind of holograms we do, but you can see the film projector here. It projects onto the screen, and it projects sequential frames onto that screen, which is then recorded by the hologram as sequential frames, which it stores, so that you see sequential frames as you walk past the hologram. Do you think it's going to work?
Yes, I think it does. Yeah, I mean.
Well, you've got to stand right back though, haven't you?
Yeah, but there's a lot of stuff
well, if
going on.
Well, it's a huge animation, isn't it? The more that you know about lots of things, the more that you can do holography, and therefore you don't get one bit of the brain. It's not like doing IT or computers where just one bit of the brain is, you know. That's why I like it, and also because I can drift off and imagine, you know, the consequences of what holography is about in terms of cosmology and everything else. So that's why I find it quite a complete sort of area for me.
How are you feeling about it? Read all about it. Read all about it while you can.
Oh, SN58. I don't know if there's going to be about 50 people and a dog, or whether there are going to be people flowing onto Leytonstone High Road. I don't know, because we haven't the faintest idea.
Boys, I see what you mean.
I'm just concerned to make sure that we kind of playing okay. We've only had one rehearsal. Simon, how are you feeling about this gig? I thought I'll ask a question for you.
I'm feeling numb.
He's jet lagged. He's got lots of excuses.
Comfortably numb.
I'm James, good man.
How you doing, alright?
Thanks.
Yeah. God, watch out, he starts smoozing.
Thanks for giving us. No, but thanks for giving us a gig at such short notice, man. It's not. That's not easy.
We've already done all that.
A few weeks. Yeah, well, I haven't done it, have I?
We doesn't even know who you are.
Good, you, but
He's the
doesn't
organist, by the way.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay, cool.
Organist. Is that what you call me? Is that what I am to you? An organist? Bloody hell! After all these years, that's what I get. An organist. There isn't even such a word.
Create comfort wherever you are, whatever you're doing. You wish to be comfortable, so you create that comfort. People are taught to believe that comfort depends on how many products you have, how much you consume.
This one. That one. Yeah, that'll do. That one or the other one. That one is better, probably. Just lift that up a second. Under there. In a sense, it looks like I'm the only one left out of the original group who's still living communally. This place is similar, and it's a school. And everybody here is a student of the school. Staff, principal, gardeners, everybody is a student of the school. Everybody works towards a single aim. And so I see it as a logical continuation of why we were all living together, why we had the band, what we were trying to express, what we were trying to do. And this is it.
We're going to study flash number 6. It starts in like manner. Okay.
ready? Well, says the Malavia or Rum, may God sanctify his secret, in the Masnavi, if thy thought be a rose, thou art a rose bouquet. If it be a thorn, thou art fuel for the fire.
Bashara School of Intensive Esoteric Education. Now, that's a kind of a huge thing to talk about, but essentially education is about drawing out what's inside of each person, and that's what the place is for here. Existence is one, and everything participates in that according to itself, and one is informed about reality by reality itself. The school exists to help people to understand how to listen and look and watch the reality unfolding itself in front of them. My whole life is a search for truth, and the Global Village Trucking Company was a very, very important step on the way. Just because that shape and frame that was the Global Village Trucking Company has fallen away, doesn't mean to say that the search for truth stops. You keep walking, you carry on.
I was going to start doing one. What? No, it's fine.
No, I'm printing them out.
Thank you. That's fine. That's good. That's good.
No, he said he could get it much easier.
Thank you. What? We're going to all the tunes we did.
There you go.
So what's happening? You're buzzing.
The camera's working.
I've got here and I don't have to do anything at all. Because normally I used to set up Simon's drums. He used to have them stoned roadie proof, so I could set them up in whatever condition I was in. And I could just set the whole drum kit up. And he would come in and adjust the snare drum if we were lucky. And that was it. Brilliant. Looks excellent. But yeah, no, I've timed it to perfection.
Congratulations to Jimmy and Freddie's, his mum, and everyone else who feels they need congratulating on this auspicious etc. All my love, hair and fingernails, Chocolate O'Dwarf and Wendy.
When you look at that, you look how young we were, especially me, I mean 16, how many people...
Mummy was 16 and I was 21.
How old are you? 21.
I was 21.
I mean, it's rare, isn't it? For people? I mean, we're the only ones out of everybody who's still together.
Wow, that is impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I was super young, you know, but I'd also been a bit of a wild kid, so not bad or anything, but I'd lived quite a life.
I think I'm quite proud of them, really. It seemed very exciting.
Quite impressed. My mum was probably the first person naked on television.
Yes.
So that,
First naked person on television, that's probably pretty impressive.
at least in this country.
As long as no one much sees it.
Oh, it's so beautiful. She's
Yes.
proud of me. I mean, I wouldn't do it now, I can assure you, but no. But I know my grandmother completely disowned me because I was naked in the bath.
Naked in the bath.
With a hippie? Yeah, no, it was actually quite, you know, for my family. My parents were okay about it, to my memory, I can't really remember. But my grandmother wouldn't speak to me for years. Well, I think it's seriously embarrassing, some of it, I must say. I'm more embarrassed about what I said than what I look like.
I think
You feel so affected the way that I was sort of saying chick and dig and things like that. But it was the time.
That's the way
It's the terminology.
I mean, it's like the way people talk now. You'd all die of embarrassment if you knew how you behaved when you were a teenager, with people saying laters and skank and whatever.
Rude boy.
In it, rude boy. Yeah. That's not gonna. It doesn't travel well over the years. But my rosy picture and memory of it was that we lived in this idyllic, beautiful cottage in a beautiful, beautiful place, and it looks horrible.
I mean, the kitchen looked so manky. I mean, it was really...
And everyone was lovely, and we all looked beautiful. I thought I looked beautiful. I never brushed my hair. I mean, I
think you did look beautiful.
I think the time we were there was such an important moment in time, but also we met each other and loved each other, and
we
it was
fell in
all
love
fell
together.
in love, and we're still together. But I do
Absolutely.
think that the time was morally it was a very good time. I really do believe that it moulded me to some extent.
Yeah, and what we learned there from the commune, living together, living with other people, interacting, and we shared everything.
Yeah,
there.
and I think
everyone was very fair.
I think we are hippies.
We'll always be hippies. I mean, a hippie's a
Yeah,
hippie.
it's in my heart. It
Absolutely.
totally is. You know, we live in quite a communal way now, even though we don't
Oh, yeah,
have
so
anyone
it's-
living with us. But if you think of the fact that the kids are still living at home.
And they bring their friends
And their
around as
friends,
well, so that
yeah,
it's always
constant
been
flow
a
of
very
friends.
busy house, and there's always lots of people coming in and out.
I think we always had the coolest parents around.
Thank you.
Thank you, darling.
Well, I mean, I think there was elements to which we felt a bit. I felt a bit straight-laced in comparison. The Safi to the Adina kind of thing. What with the getting a good education and all that kind of stuff. But then again, I think that was very encouraged as well. So I didn't feel like there wasn't many ways to rebel. Let's put it that way. But there wasn't really much need to either, because we could pretty much do whatever we like.
Let's get the proper sound check. Get the line check.
Excuse me?
Get the drum.
I think we might all have been shot. We're all bloody loud, actually. I think we're all incredibly loud. Right? You ready? Let's go. I burst in and out of people's lives like a repetitious balloon. Let me explain, you see, I entertain. I'm a ready-made baboon. And it's laughter, singing, music all the way. And I'm gonna be dancing on the Judgment Day. Gonna be dancing on the Judgment Day. Yeah.
That's great. A bit more bass, if anything. Yeah, I think so.
Like, our aims are to make it, to get the music as good as possible and to get it out to as many people, but to enable that to support us in the way that we want to live, and that the two are very, very closely connected.
Right. Cheers, bye. Global Village was the starting point pretty much of my adult life, and by sort of accident, my working life. I've been fortunate enough to continue working in and earning a living out of music, which is, was one of my great passions as a kid. So that's, I'm one of the lucky ones in that respect. And I've been doing that for basically since that program, 35 years or more, working in the music world. I think from the conversations I've had with her, the issue is just going to be about the size of the deal, and whether... Right. Okay. Yeah. I think a lot of the thoughts that I had then, I still have. I think that there's, there's times when the business side of the music business has actually helped and assisted artists, and times that it's absolutely hindered and negatively affected them. I know which side of the line I've always tried to stay on, and I don't think that needs to be affected by where you actually find yourself in terms of what job you may have at any particular moment. You still can stay true to your ideals.
Our whole household is a self-contained working unit, which includes all the people who help get the show on the road, like the roadies, the managers, and then all the people behind the scenes, like back at the house doing the domestic things. And it's all like a sort of great big family and a working team all in one.
What we were talking about in the film wasn't actually really, in truth, a reality we could have lived. I don't think you could have sustained that band over a long period of time without engaging with a record company. A record was what was going to spread the word, you know, and the international distribution of the record was what was going to spread the word quickest and most effectively.